I'm going to talk to you about the Look, Learn, Live campaign and give you a little background about how that got started and then what's available. Anyway, the campaign and everything that we do in outreach would not be successful if it weren't for the partnerships. And this is an example of the partnerships. We have TxDOT, who's provided an extraordinary amount of funding for motorcycle safety for the past 8 years. And we have the DPS, who also we've been able to help and with some of their programs that they've see a need for. I think Terry had mentioned increasing training and recruitment for the rider training instructors. And given their staff of very limited, we're in a position to help them too, so that's been great. Texas A&M Transportation Institute, that's where I work, and several of the other folks, and we've been fortunate to be recipients of several of these grants and to be able to work with y'all. It couldn't be done, and I think in the last year we've really seen a lot of this partnership. I mean, all along the riders and the organizations, the groups have been coming to the forum, but this past year and the distribution of all the materials from the campaigns that we have undergoing has just been phenomenal. More of a success than we anticipated, and which has left us with the shortage this year. But we are going to make, we'll make changes and get some more stuff. So how did this whole thing begin? It really started as just developing an identity to a campaign. We come up with a logo and a theme, and part of that we had print and electronic media, and then we created a dedicated website. The logo, as you can see, and some of y'all probably seen this around, the motorcycle with the Texas flag is the logo, and what we went with was Look, Learn, Live. We picked that because we could separate each of the areas that we wanted to focus on into three. One, look, obviously, is looking at sharing the road with motorcycles and everything that can be done to educate motorists who are not riders to look for a motorcyclist. There's a lot of things that came out to promote that. Some of those you'll see here. As you can see, there's 4 brochures. We've updated some of the brochures this year. We made them a one-page brochure, so we'll be handing those out this year as well. The website, so you had it up earlier, we just launched a new look for it, but this has been a growing thing, and part of that website you can get there and just kind of look around. Under the look, you'll see the things that's been developed for motorist awareness. Under the learn is anything related to getting training and riding safe, etc. And live, don't ride impaired. Use the proper riding gear, anything and everything. We have so much room to expand on all of these. We also have the motorcycle forum, and the Texas Motorcycle Safety Coalition area on there, which if you don't know anything about it, and you'll learn a little bit more this afternoon, you can go into that section and you'll see all of the past meeting minutes. You'll see summaries of all the previous forums that have been done. I think this year we're going to try to expand with we had some preliminary practice a couple of years ago trying to have our own little forum with the people who are members of the coalition. We just got to get people to get more involved in that, so we're going to try to do that. Some of the things that we had with that, we campaigned billboards. The look twice for motorcyclists. There's been some variations on that. The drink, ride, lose is our focus on impaired riding, obviously, and the simple ride safe is the one that goes under the live section. So we've kind of developed a campaign line for each one. Here are some of the examples of things we hadn't seen out there before. TxDOT's been putting "Look Twice" for motorcycles on their variable message signs. Pegasus and San Antonio had a ride, "Do You See Me Now" ride, and they were able to get some of these messages up. And also in Austin, they're seen whenever the Rot Rally comes around. Love the one in the bottom right corner. That's just way out there in West Texas. Some of our riders who are on the campaign actually ride out that way, and they take pictures, bring it back, and we're able to share it. One of the coolest things that year was in promoting motorist awareness of motorcycles was the wrapping of these buses. We've had several inquiries from other urban metropolitan regions and trying to get that brought to their area. But what they don't understand is it's very expensive. And, you know, I think with this, I'm not exactly sure the whole amount of money, but it depends on the transit agency. One may charge $7,000 for 3 months, one may charge $14,000. But I do know that the Austin one kept that on their bus for more than a year. And I don't know if it's still there, but it could be. I don't know if anybody from Austin's seen it recently. But that was a wonderful return on our investment. The display banners that we have are these here. We'll take these on any indoor event. We have outside, I think, the Share the Road. And we put those up and just, you know, to bring awareness. I mean, imagine all this blank up here, and, you know, it helps promote the message, and it can be used inside, sometimes outside, but not on days like today. We did some radio and TV commercials or for broadcast quality. We had those on Texas Association of Broadcasting, and we got like I think it was a 7-to-1 return on $1. I mean, they played, a lot of people played these, or aired these public service announcements, and we got a lot of good feedback. These are also on the looklearnlive.org website. This is the rider awareness. I'm not going to play him. We'd put us way behind. One of the things we did was develop a driver education video. And this is a kind of a lighthearted approach to teach young drivers the 4 or 5 different things that they could do when they're learning to drive, and you know, look out for motorcycles and everything. Nina Saint has taken this, put it with some testing and some other presentations, and distributed it to all of the people who teach driver training in Texas, and we're trying to get the word out. And I mean, I don't know what the update is on that. I'd like to hear sometime about that. Ramona Cook has also done a tremendous job with bringing this awareness into drivers' education. And I'm sure that all of y'all teach your young drivers in your family to look for motorcycles. This is an example of the money that was that Terry had talked about, the 2010 motorcycle money, in which the Texas DPS was purchased 2 of the trucks and the trailers to do mobile training, motorcycle training. And then we provided all of the artwork and had it all outfitted. And Dave, where did Dave go? He's gone. He drives one of these, okay? And inside of it is, you know, they go out to remote areas and they are able to train motorcyclists. It has everything that you need in there. Obviously, the Live, you know, the big focus is on impaired riding. We've been doing this for years and years and years, but not really making a whole lot of headway. And so I think that we're going to continue doing that, focusing on impaired riding. And, you know, another thing, obviously, with Live is being properly trained, you know, using your head, being rested. There's a lot of things that you can do to make your ride safer, but definitely the drinking and riding shows up in the crash statistics. If you look at TxDOT numbers, it doesn't as much, but if you look at fatal crash in the FARS, the national data, you'll see it's a lot higher. It's just not captured as much, and it has to do with the reporting issue on that. We've had, on the Look, Learn, Live website, we put testimonials on there. People with expertise on what happens when you drink alcohol and ride. Some of our events, these patches that we got, when we were out, a lot of people would go right out and at the sites of these rallies and stuff and get them sewn on, and so we got pictures of that. Just the top right shows you where on the website where we have the testimonials. Down on the bottom are a lot of the giveaways that we produced that first year, and then we turned them into the high visibility green this year. One of the largest programs I think that we have continuously is this motorist awareness and motorcycle safety outreach program. We help coordinate the Texas Motorcycle Safety Coalition, their meetings, the standing committees. All of this is an evolution and will continue to be. It's allowing people like yourselves to be involved in ways to improve motorcycle safety because you are the ones who know the best. So I have some papers here which I'll put out. If you are interested in joining the coalition or joining a standing committee, you can fill this out, fax it, give it to me, whatever. But we always need new people involved. And so if you have an interest in that, what is that? This afternoon, Jude Scheck-Snyder, who's the chairman, he'll tell you a lot more about the Motorcycle Safety Coalition and the board as well. This is some of the past board members, some of the current. These are some, obviously, the Motorcycle Safety Forum. I mean, I was thinking last night what I should do is just in the intermission, just take all the pictures that we have and just let them rotate so people could see some of these things. Last year we were fortunate to have the Harry Bikers talk during the lunch. That was kind of fun. These are some pictures of our outreach events. You can see some of the materials up there. We went to a lot of the major motorcycle rallies, the Hog Rally, Rot Rally, the Coalition of Clubs and Independents, their state rally. This year we also, down there on the left corner, those tent canvases, wonderful, wonderful additions to the program. Everybody comes over and looks at them. They've got messages on them, ride safe and impaired driving, and promoting the website and everything that we can do, and it generates a lot of interest in people coming up. I went to one as well this year, and it's just amazing that all the folks come up and say, can we take some of these back where we are from? We want to give these things out. People call us, they get in touch with us through the website and ask about materials. Can they get it? We'd love to give all of these things to you, but they're expensive. I mean, we had a quantity of like 25,000 for last year, and we went through that before, pretty much for all of it until at the end of the grant. So we have a few, and we've brought some to show you. But what I would be interested in is if anyone is likes certain parts of the campaign promotionals, if you'd like to see more, let me know, either via email, so we can get an idea of the kinds of things that we need to be looking toward in the future to add. And we can't get T-shirts or those do-rags. We've been out in the community doing the safety fair. That takes a lot more effort. It's a focused event. We'd love to see some more of those. Maybe San Antonio and Pegasus could get something organized there. Up in Amarillo, there are some efforts where it's motorist awareness, but maybe we could, do a one-day event, have a lot of different things that we're doing and giveaways and stuff. And we're exploring that. If anybody has an interest in holding a motorcycle safety fair, I can give you some information on how to do that. Part of the grant last year was where we got 40,000, was it 40,000? 40,000 of these signs, or 10,000 of them, I'm sorry. And they were all picked up and by the different safety and awareness coordinators for the Coalition of Clubs at their state rally and distributed all over the state. And they're pretty much gone. And there are a lot of people who have seen them. I know my colleagues have been way up in Tyler and down a dirt road, and hey, there's a sign. So they really do work. And if you're interested in more of that, you just let me know. I mean, because again, it takes everybody to get these items out. It isn't going to do any good for us to sit there. And those signs, they're difficult because they're big, and they had wire and all that. So they did a wonderful job in getting those distributed. Here you can see some of the Share the Road signs and the different city ones. I'm just going to kind of go through this. Everybody, Butterfly would help tremendously with that distribution. Terry went over some of the additional safety projects. You can look at some of these on our website as well. And Dan will be talking next about the motorcycle travel one, and then the plan to reduce the number is one that TxDOT funded under the research program, and that's coming to an end, and the results of that will be a wonderful tool for the Texas Motorcycle Safety Coalition and TxDOT. I was going to change this out, and we always have to educate, because I do have a picture of a law enforcement officer texting too. I was going to put that on there, but so really we'll just go with thank you. And you can email me. A lot of y'all know my email and stuff because you're getting things from me, but it's great to see y'all here, and I thank you very much.